that are company drivers now that
Yeah.
are thinking about taking that leap to become an owner operator and get their own authority?
Yeah, well, if you're familiar with CR England, you would know that I think they're probably on the fourth or fifth generation of England's running the company. I was fortunate to meet one of them, and he explained it to me. You know, they were good to me. He was like, "Hey, a Detroit motor, 10-speed transmission, and a Freightliner for beginners. Those are the most durable equipment that can take a beginner's, wear and tear, and it's economical as far as the maintenance." So I followed his advice, got me a Freightliner, Detroit motor, 10-speed transmission, and I never regretted it. Sacrificed 7.5, 8 months in the truck.
Wow.
On my off time, I would just get a little motel and come out of the truck to catch myself, and then go back to truck. And I was able to save enough money to come home and buy my truck and trailer, get my own authority, sunbiz, start my business, do the whole nine, and start trucking for myself.
What is going on, mother truckers? We're here with Walter, man. We're hanging out the 595. I saw my guy. I saw this beautiful truck, and I said, I just have to talk to him for a second, man. How are you doing today, Walter?
I'm good, bro. What's
chilling?
going on with you? Yeah, trucking, man.
Trucking?
We out here, yeah.
Man, how long you been trucking?
About like 11 years, not
11
too
years?
long compared to some guys.
Man, stop being so humble. 11
Yeah.
years, man, that's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, oh yeah. But when I started with a major company, learned the ropes, and then I was able to save money, got my own truck, got my own business going, never regretted it.
Really?
Yeah.
So we don't even have to talk about the companies because we're not here to shit on anyone
Yeah,
unless you
yeah.
like the company.
I succeeded. So a lot of people might not like that particular company.
Let's talk about it. Who was it? Because-
CR England. CR England, I drove before. I went with them. I became a trainer. And I made enough money to buy my own, to start my own business. And then I went into business for myself.
That's
I
beautiful.
was with them for 4 years, training, doing my thing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You're on for 4 years with CR England.
Yeah.
And then, boom, you save up the money.
Yes.
And then 7 years on by yourself as an owner-operator, right?
Yeah.
And so, was this the first truck that you've ever bought?
No. Actually, down in Miami, truck thefts are real high. I had parked my first truck, put it somewhere I wasn't supposed to, came back and met the truck gone.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
I've been
anyone
through-
that's out here in Miami,
Yeah, just know that Miami and California, those two places, don't leave a truck abandoned.
they'll take it apart in 5 seconds.
Yeah, don't park it close to your girlfriend's house and think you're gonna come back in. You understand?
I heard that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what were you doing before trucking, Walter?
Oh, I operated heavy equipment. I'm a heavy equipment operator by trade, but in Florida the sun is real hot, so I came out of the construction field and got into trucking.
So, I hate to ask the personal question, but were you taking a pay cut to learn something new, to start your own?
Yes. Yeah, well, I went from construction to dump trucks, and that was kind of a no-go in Florida for other reasons, not to be discussed. But yeah, I kind of took a pay cut. I took a pay cut to learn the business, but it didn't take long because a pay cut came for about 7 months.
Think about this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're thinking you're taking a pay cut, but sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to go 4 steps forward.
Yeah.
Right?
It was definitely 2 steps back for me to move forward because I was able to, devise a plan. I put my stuff in storage, sacrifice 7.5, 8 months in the truck.
Wow.
On my off time, I would just get a little motel and come out of the truck to catch myself, and then go back to truck. And I was able to save enough money to come home and buy my truck and trailer, get my own authority, sunbiz, start my business, do the whole nine, and start trucking for myself.
That's awesome, Walter. So at the end of this, because I want to know about your personal life as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
At the end of this, with your years of being owner operator now, doing it for about 7 years on your own, and succeeding from CR England, because a lot of people do shit on CR England.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what? The place that's going to give you a chance sometimes is a place that you should be grateful for. There's nothing wrong with that.
I did my research. We saw what company had the necessary plan that I was looking for, and the kind of money that I was looking for, and then I stepped into it. You know, they have a system. If you follow the system, you would make it. But if you go into it thinking that I'm gonna tweak their system or do it my way, then you run into problems. I just did it their way. Sometimes it was comfortable, sometimes it was very uncomfortable. But I made, I made the necessary sacrifice to do what I had to do.
I love that. So, any advice besides parking your semi truck at your girlfriend's house and getting that stolen? You know, any other advice that come to mind for the people that are company drivers now, that are thinking about taking that leap to become an owner operator and get their own authority?
Yeah, well, if you're familiar with CR England, you would know that I think they're probably on the 4th or 5th generation of England's running the company. I was fortunate to meet one of them, and he explained it to me. You know, they were good to me. He was like, hey, a Detroit motor, 10-speed transmission, and a Freightliner for beginners. Those are the most durable equipment that can take a beginner's, wear and tear. And it's economical as far as the maintenance. So I followed his advice, got me a Freightliner, Detroit motor, 10-speed transmission, and I never regretted it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, people are going to love when people say that Detroit 60, motor.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this truck behind you right now. Can you give us a glimpse of this bad boy?
Yeah, this is, actually it's a 99 Freightliner Classic. What I did was I rebuilt it from scratch. With this, you don't have to have electronic logging. Being a 98, being the year it is, you don't have to have electronic logging. So I do my logs on my phone. So this right now...
Can we see this engine or no? Is that all right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Everyone loves this truck. This truck is beautiful, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man. We can take a peek under her skirt.
I know, a peek under the skirt.
Yeah,
Look at that.
It's the basic Series 60.
So when one of the Mr. CR Englands told you get a Freightliner with the Detroit
motor,
you went with it.
This has a 13. That's a 13. I went a little more on the gears, but 13 speed. 8-inch stacks. I chrome where I can. But I rebuilt this truck 8 years ago. So this is the remnants of 8 years of wear and tear, and you having to keep up with your equipment. I had my ups and downs. I had my good days, my bad days, but I'm here now.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
No, that's so great, brother. And so, with all this hard work that you're doing, what's your passion? Why you do it? Is there anything else in your life that you do it for?
For the freedom to be my own boss. And actually I have 4 trucks, but this one is my personal that I
drive yourself.
I drive myself. Yes, yes. But like I said, I have other trucks, but I do it. I fell in love with it as a youngster, and it was a dream. And when I had the opportunity, I made the dream come true. And while experiencing my dream, some perks came along with it. I was able to be my own boss. When I started, my credit wasn't that good, so I was able to make an exceptional amount of money with bad credit in order to get my credit straight.
Oh, that's great.
And you know what I mean? So
no, it really gave you a chance.
Yes, it gave me a second chance.
So wait up, you didn't say all of that. Wait a minute. So when you were at CR England at that time, were you already building a fleet up?
No. I was leasing their truck, operating in their program. They have a program, all formatted. And if you go by it like
so your other trucks that you have, are they still with their program?
No, the other trucks are under trucker roll call under my company. No, I do my own thing.
Man, now I'll take 2 more minutes of your time, I promise.
No problem.
Now I know that you're a fleet owner.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that have 1 truck, they want to get to where you are.
Yeah.
Any advice for them to be successful?
Well, based on the lane I run, I do Georgia, Florida, Carolinas. So based on that, I am able to maintain the older trucks and be successful. Some guys prefer to go in the mountainous, the Midwest and Northeast. Me personally, I don't have to, because I'm not looking for that kind of financial leverage. But to say the least, pointers, a beginner, depending on the state you're in, if you're in the Southeast or Northeast, a 98 or beyond or before Detroit motor, Freightliner, I promise you, once you get it right and going, it's easy to maintain, it's economical to maintain, and it can endure the wear and tear of a beginner's mistakes.
Gotcha.
The normal mistakes a beginner would make. Yeah.
And how did you find drivers for people that are looking for
Well,
drivers?
you would have to, I'm not gonna lie, that is the most tedious part of having several trucks. You have to go through them. You have to go through them. Drivers would come and be kind of down on their luck, and you put them in a truck and you give them couple of weeks paychecks, and they get their life back together, and then they start with excuses as to why they don't want to go back in the truck anymore, or not today. So, like CR England used to tell us, if you're passing through that state with the trainee, don't stop, because they, tend to not want to come back in the truck. But if this is for you, and you discover that this is for you, hey, my only tip is Detroit motor, Freightliner, 10 speed.
People are gonna love you, man. I love it. And so
it works for me. It's been working for me,
I love it. And so in recent, basically less than 11 years, you found a way to build a fleet of 4 trucks and be successful, and get one stolen from parking in front of a girlfriend's house. Right?
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
Yeah.
So we talked off camera.
Yeah.
And you said something about music.
Oh yeah. I have nephews who are dibbling and dabbling. I have a friend of mine who me and a friend have started a little a label.
Don't say little now. It's a label, baby.
Yes, label. 3ME. Massive music, media, and entertainment. We have, his son, other little, music ventures, other little guys we're trying to invest in. So hopefully, it'll pan out.
Support Walter,
Yes.
this mother trucker here. He's doing trucking. He's helping drivers. He's an owner-operator. He's a fleet owner, and now he's helping other people with their music careers too.
Yeah.
You're the American dream. Where's your ethnicity? Where are you from originally?
Oh, I'm from the Bahamas. Nassau to be exact. Nassau, Bahamas. So if you guys, feeling vacation is, take a trip. The country needs it. And also, follow me on Facebook, Badder Than Them, BADDERDANDEM. Facebook, Instagram, truckerrollcalls.com.
And send me all your links. We'll do that off camera.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure I hook you up right, because you hooked me up, brother.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
And you didn't really know who I was, and you hooked me up, man. You took time out of your time. The least I could do is plug you back. That's what we do as truckers.
Yes, because the more of us get conscious of how this industry works, we could kind of dictate the amount of money we want to make.
Hey, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.